Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to another episode of our F1 2020 My Team career. And today we've got season number 2 race or round number 14 here at Spa-Francorchamps. First of all, we've got to deal with this interview.
You've got one of the top teams in the Constructors' Championship. What's your secret to scoring those points?
Got a good power unit.
Now let's talk about that new sponsor. How did that relationship come about?
When you're performing as well as we are, everyone wants their name in the car.
You've managed to get your team into a good position. How long do you think it will be before you can challenge the Big Three?
There's still a lot of work to do before we get to that level.
The second driver looks to have been really busy recently. It's always good to see that level of dedication, isn't it?
It's been fantastic. They're working their hardest.
Your team had their first win in Formula 1. Is this a sign of things to come?
Absolutely get used to seeing us on the podium because we're here to stay. Big up the team a bit.
Thanks so much as ever for your time.
And he didn't ask that same question about whether you're going to be doing team orders or not. Which is a relief, because that does your head in after a while, that question. And now, it is time to get into the season break. You know what, also, before I get into today's Grand Prix and qualifying and everything, what's annoyed me so far on this save is I have not had a single, not one, driver swap, driver transfer, driver retirement, absolutely nothing. So I'm hoping, like, midway this season we're going to get some, or get some confirmations for the end of the season, so season 3 gets mixed up a bit, because it's a little bit frustrating, so I want some mix-up, I want some difference, you know, just change the grid a little bit for me, that would be fantastic. But rant over, we're going to go and get into quali. Now you may have noticed when we loaded in then that it said Q1, and that is mainly because we have gone back to full qualifying, and I just wanted to test myself a bit more. I was saving too much tyres for the race. I was being able to, you know, take advantage of it.
Track, we should consider getting out there.
So now instead of that, we're going to be going in, trying to preserve tyres from qualifying instead this way. It's going to be interesting. Nailed it through there. We're 1.2 seconds up now. Absolutely flying on this lap. Track evolution, a bit of fresher rubber, better lap, and it's going to put us, hopefully, into Q2. Attack the curb on the inside. Try not to lose the back end. Turn the car as fast as possible. Get the DRS open. 1.5 seconds faster, and are we through? 9th place! Get in there! We're through to the next session. Clutch lap there at the very end. Right, all the curb through there. We need to just nail this final sector and not worry about track limits as much. Wide through there. We used more of the track than we realistically are allowed. Let's brake as late as possible. Try and ride as much curb. Get on the throttle as early as actually possible, and we're going to improve, and we're going to go up to... Where did we improve to? P16, so we didn't improve any positions, did we? Or did we jump Mick? The track did not evolve, it felt worse, much worse. Mick Schumacher has got into Q3, and we are out in Q2 in 16th place. I don't understand this glitch, because they've all improved, despite none of them being on the track. Which is ridiculous, if you ask me. They need to look at that Codemasters, it's broken. But it's fine, they're into Q2, Mick's into Q2, we're at Q3, starting from 16th on the grid. God.
We're in Belgium once again for today's round of the Formula One World Championship. It's a race the great Ayrton Senna won 6 times, and in 2019, Charles Leclerc became the first driver to take their maiden win here since Michael Schumacher in 1992. Spa-Francorchamps, a historic 19-corner circuit with a lap distance of 4.35 miles. There's over 100 metres of elevation change here, and with long stretches of the lap spent flat out, a good top speed will be vital for success. With me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Bucket. They're starting towards the back of the field today in a car that is fast. So they'll be disappointed, won't they?
It's not a nice feeling, I promise you. They've got a quick car underneath them, but they've got onto the grid today and they need a pair of binoculars to see the start lights. They'll be desperate for a good start to make up for some of that deficit.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Vettel, Daniel Ricciardo and Albon, Schumacher, Fiat, Norris and Kimi Raikkonen, Verstappen, Stroll, Antonio Giovinazzi and Perez, Bucket, Gasly, Carlos Sainz and Esteban Ocon. They've taken a grid penalty. Grosjean, Magnussen, Russell and Nicholas Latifi. And now it's time to head down to the track.
We came close to scoring points last race. Let's make it happen today.
Well, as they were saying in the build-up then, we essentially have basically underperformed the car. So what we need to do in this race is fix where we went wrong, really. We got a lot of high speed, to be fair, so I don't understand why it was such a problem in quali. But as long as we avoid contact into the first turn and up Al Rouge and get through safely, we could be on for a good result today. We're starting from P15. It looks like someone's took a penalty that I didn't pay any attention to on the build-up. 5 red lights. And away we go here for the Spa-Francorchamps Belgium Grand Prix season number 2. We get a decent start, we jump in and we're going down the inside of a load of cars here. And we're just pulling in behind Mick Schumacher just to avoid the wall on the inside. Alongside the Alpha and the Red Bull. We're going to try a move on Verstappen up here. Oh! We've been T-boned up Al Rouge. We've been T-boned up Al Rouge. Coming up Al Rouge. Raikkonen's alongside us. Hold on a second. Did I squeeze him or did he just take a position that wasn't there? I'm on the racing line. Why on earth is he there? What on earth has Kimi just decided to do there? Let's go on board with him. He gets a good run up here, gets alongside us, comes around the turn, and then just, look at that! Hold on guys. He's turning right here, we're alongside him. He could straighten the car up. Instead, he now starts turning right. What's he doing? And he absolutely T-bones us. And then, luckily, we managed just... Oh my god, there's a pilot behind us. We only get a bit of front wing damage. Obviously, it's enough to hit. But what's happened behind us? What happened to Kimi? Kimi's ended up coming across the track and being collected by the Haas? Is that Magnussen? Magnussen's been collected by him. In turn, collected by the Williams of George Russell, is it? What a absolute ridiculous pileup. Yeah, George Russell. I believe that the helmet belongs to. And up the field a bit here. As we come back on the circuit. The Renault comes in behind us. Grosjean hits the back of him. How is this only a virtual safety car? Like, enlighten me. How one car out here is a virtual safety car, with Russell included. That's 2 cars eliminated. He was involved. 3. What ridiculous rules that is? A virtual safety car for a 3-car pilot. And we have damage.
Some information on Ocon. They are out of the race. Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
We have too much damage to continue. Now I'm going to keep current, because the plan is...
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your...
That's ridiculous,
flag.
VSC.
VSC ending. Wait for green.
As we do it. Broken enough anyway, it doesn't make any difference. We've got a penalty as well, have we? Sorry? We've got a 5-second penalty for severe collision with Ocon. We were out of control. Oh, what a joke. Okay, whatever. We have to serve it at our pit stop. Gasly's in. Gasly, he's just come out the pits actually, to be fair. So we're not that far behind the field. If we get a safety car and we box for a fresh set of tyres, we're back in the space. Definitely.
Caution, caution, full course caution.
Yes!
Safety car is out.
The safety car is out. This is exactly what we needed.
To avoid a penalty. Slow down. Maintain positive delta.
Perez is out.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
We're coming in for a fresh set of mediums that we'll take to the end.
D for a new strategy option.
I beat you to it, lad.
Confirmed.
The line is though where we can overtake. I have no idea. Is that it there? Or was that the DRS line? I don't actually know. And we're underway here for the restart around Belgium. And it's not the best of restarts, but hopefully we can get a couple of positions nice and early. A dive on Latifi. Make that move. And hopefully now Albon should be a sitting duck and we've still got that issue.
Just ahead, push for the position. Our gap to the car in front is 1.0 seconds. They're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 4 laps old. They seem to have an issue. The time lapse was a 2:40.7.
They still have that same issue, so he should be easy to pass once we get there. And we're in a superior car as well. Use the ERS down here, the overtake mode. Go for the dive. Nice overtake there. He's still beside us, but I don't think he can fight us. No, he cannot. We passed him nice and easy. P14. Now let's chase after Giovinazzi. In the Ferrari-powered Alfa Romeo. The Ferrari engine is the best engine on the grid at the moment. We are second best engine. So it's the battle of the 2 bests. AI are going for moves on each other in front of us, which is holding each other up. As you can see, we're gaining on all of them now. Gasly is just following his teammate Kvyat around all these turns, and Kvyat in turn is following another slow car because they're all battling. Bit of a mistake through there. The overtake activated nice and early. We're going to go to Rich. We're just trying to do them here before we get to the DRS zone. And overtakes run out, unfortunately. Gasly in the slipstream of Kvyat. That AlphaTauri is going side by side. We're trying to go for the cutback. We need to make this move quick, because it looks like Albon's fixed whatever problem with his car was. Now we're right with Kvyat, who looks like he's going quite slow, to be fair. And we're losing ground on the points as well, so we need to pass him as quick as possible. And it should be quite straightforward. He does have DRS, but we have ERS activated and the Rich fix. It doesn't look like he's got much to fight with, to be honest. And we make the move just before the turn and turn in. Beautiful. He is still there. I was just double checking I didn't swipe across him. Gasly next. Got onto the grass there slightly, losing a little bit of momentum. On the overtake to try and just get a little bit closer to the next straight. Instead we just run a little bit deep into this little chicane.
Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake. Use overtake.
Planning on it. We're gaining on Gasly nice and quickly here, to be fair. On the grass though, unfortunately. I'm hoping we can just get close enough. Gasly's proving a tough foe here. We pass Gasly, I'm pretty sure we can get points. If we don't, then probably not, to be fair. Because he is holding us up now. A little bit too far back here, I think. Yeah, we're way too far back. Trying to nail it through No Name, but couldn't. Outbroke him slightly there. We run into the corner, we pass him, and we're up into P12. This is a recovery drive from starting down in P15, and then having the spin on lap 1, the contact, the pit as well, the penalty, the damage to the front wing, just everything in the first lap went wrong. We're just trying to make amends in this race.
Managing your tyres. Manage your tyres. Yellow flag.
Got a yellow flag in front of us. I don't know what's happened. Lando's out.
Okay, clear.
That means if we pass Giovinazzi, we're in the points, but we are struggling to get near him. We're going Rich to the end now. Just try and finish this race with no extra penalties. So we've used 2 corner cuts in this race, which means we are 1 away from a penalty. So we don't want a penalty. Might as well just cruise now and make sure that we get this position.
We been awarded a time penalty.
And there's what I was talking about.
Finishing time at the end of the race.
Didn't want the penalty, picked it up anyway because I'm an absolute muffin. So let's see now if we can keep that gap behind us to 3 seconds. This should be okay. Bit of a mistake through there. It's 3.7 at the moment. .5, 3.7, we should be okay. We should be coming back for a P11 there.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
And it looks like we do get P11. It was a frustrating race would be probably the best way to describe it. What happened with the incident with Raikkonen, which then took out 2 other cars in, I think it was Grosjean, and it hit a Williams, it also hit Magnussen. Grosjean got a penalty, Russell got a penalty in the Williams.
Right place, right time.
It was a right mess.
We were looking at an entire
Even I got a penalty when Raikkonen turned into me.
full advantage after the field had been bumped up.
I just took my race in line. He should have got out of the way.
Are a team that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top.
Ridiculous decision to give me a penalty.
Fine race today, and a stunning win for Ferrari.
Got Charles Leclerc with the victory there. You got Bottas and Hamilton on the podium with him. But yeah, it is a P11 in the end.
So let's review the updated driver standings. Despite the best efforts of our championship leader, that lead has taken a bit of a knock today. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Carlos Sainz would be my first choice for this race. He had excellent race stamina, giving him the opportunity to charge through the ranks.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. It was a tough race for our championship leaders who lose ground at the top of the table. Well, Ants, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Yeah, so it's just one of those races today. As you can see, all 4 cars down here out. Raikkonen, Magnussen and Ocon were all involved in the crash with myself, Grosjean and Russell. And then you had Perez, who just blew up on his own. So that's a 6-car crash on the first lap of the race. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. But we do end up coming home for a P11, which is a good recovery. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope today's episode was enjoyed by all. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe for more. Every subscription really does help my channel out, and it lets me know that I'm doing things right. Like if you enjoyed, and as you can see in the background, just before I end today's episode, you can just watch what Kimi Raikkonen does. I take my line up through Al Rouge, he turns into me, takes me out, causes a pile-up, I come across the track, end up hitting Ocon and I get a penalty, 6-car collision, putting 3 out at that time. But that is where we're leaving it. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll be Chris 12 LFC and I'll see you later.